And welcome to the Opcast.
Thanks for coming back, everybody.
I'm Brad Chmielewski.
My name is Ken Hunnemeder.
And it's kind of fall weather now.
Mm-hmm.
We usually do a pumpkin beer episode, but all the pumpkin beers come out in August and they're gone.
So, whatever.
I think we found some like harvest beers. We got Oktoberfest are out.
There's still good stuff to drink in the fall,
Yeah.
even if you can't get your hands on some pumpkin ales. Yeah. And that's not everyone's thing anyways, so. What is, though?
Right.
Harvest ale?
Drinking?
Everyone likes Oktoberfest, right? And the Oktoberfest that we're featuring today has just come out. It is from Revolution, about a half mile down the street over here, and they just started. They've opened up their new production facilities, so they're putting out some packaged beers, bombers, and also 16-ounce cans. So that's pretty exciting stuff.
And then we have a harvest ale. I think it's like a spiced up harvest ale from Bridgeport. So I think it kind of fall in that like almost pumpkin beer.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cinnamon and nutmeg spice. So
Yeah.
I guess you could call it a pumpkin beer, kind of, because when you
Yeah.
make a pumpkin beer, do you really taste the pumpkin? You taste the spice, really.
It tastes the spice, yeah.
So,
What should we start with? Should we start with Oktoberfest so we don't kill our palate with the cinnamon and spices there?
I think so. A nice good lager first, and then we'll go into some spice beer.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, beautiful color on that. You got the sun coming in and like hitting through this like light orange.
Yeah, kind of like a toffee-like characteristic. Very like super clear. So a really nicely presented beer.
Lots of carbonation. Really white, little white clean head there.
Well, cheers.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't even talk about the aroma, but it smells great too.
Yeah, it does. It's got that nice kind of lagery, sulfury type of thing that you're looking for, and you know, just a little bit of that toasty malt character too. And actually, for Oktoberfest, you get quite a bit of hop on the
Yeah,
nose.
I was just thinking that it doesn't. It's not as sweet and malty maybe as you may see from the style often.
Yeah, I would say this is certainly like an American take on the Oktoberfest style. Quite dry, and then that on the mouth you still get quite a bit of hop character.
Yeah. It's nice for a day like this. It's not too cold out here, and but it just feels like an outside drink.
Yeah, this is hoodie beer, dude.
Yeah.
Good thing we both wore our hoodies.
We just need our steins now for the Oktoberfest.
Yeah, they are having an Oktoberfest party at Revolution tonight, and they're busting out.
We're drinking this. We're not at the party.
We're already partying. Make our own party, damn it. But they've got the big liter steins with the nice Oktoberfest logo on them. So I'm gonna have to go over there and pick some up later. But
yeah, and they just started bottling and canning all their beers here in Chicago. I'm pretty sure it's just a Chicago thing right now. Or are they going?
For right now, I think it's just Chicago.
Kind of.
I know they had a hard time getting their canning line up, and finally they've got beer running through it. So that's pretty exciting for them.
Yeah, I think so. They're kind of going to do what Half Acre's been doing, just kind of focus on building the brand here probably, and just meeting demand. Because
I think they're starting to sell quite a lot of beers. Seeing a Revolution tap handles not only just over there at the brew pub, but out at bars across the city, pretty hardcore.
Yeah, it's almost like I think you're gonna come to expect a Revolution tap at most places. So
it's good.
So yeah, but if you see the Oktoberfest, definitely pick up the bottle because it's not gonna last long, and it's probably not gonna last long on tap either.
And I think they did cans on this one too.
Oh really?
So
okay.
don't quote me on that, but you might be able to see some cans out at the store as well. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, because this, I mean, every time this beer comes out, I'm over at the pub just slinging them back. I love this beer.
Like, I'll take 5 growlers, please.
Yeah, now I can get it to go. That's good.
This is a great way to kick off the day and the season.
Well, cheers to our buddies over at Revolution. Keep doing a great job.
I think it's time to cast a spell on the witch hunt.
Let's spice up our life.
Yeah. So burn some witches at the stake, it'll be a good night.
So this is the witch hunt from Bridgeport, spiced harvest ale with nutmeg and cinnamon. So let's see what it's all about.
So a lot darker and cloudier than our Oktoberfest, which
yeah, this one has a little bit more of a reddish hue to it than the orange-like appearance that we were getting from the Oktoberfest.
But big fluffy head.
Yeah, really nice head on it. So also a pretty attractive beer. Certainly getting spice off the nose straight away. I almost get a ginger-like character off of it too.
Yeah, I was saying ginger. You're not getting so much of the nutmeg, cinnamon. It's almost ginger and is pumpkin. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't really get much
cinnamon.
nutmeg. I get a little bit of cinnamon, but the spice that I really smell is that ginger, and I don't even think there's ginger in this beer.
Maybe it's the hop.
Could be just one of those things, a certain herbal hop that mixes with those spices and creates that sort of aroma.
Yeah, it says on here that it's dry hops, or an intense dry hop character.
I would agree. Yeah, it's got a fairly low mouthfeel as far as the body's concerned.
Yeah. And it's not none of the spices I think are overpowering. I think it would be a good beer with some food. And coming off the Oktoberfest, it's kind of a bit heavier and more intense. But
I mean, it does have some spice character to it, but it's not one of those pet peeves of ours where it's overspiced. That's the worst. But yeah, this has got a really nice balance point between some of the malt sweetness and that spice character.
And I think almost getting a more hop aroma now that taking a few drinks, but not in the taste. It's not bitter.
No, it's not. I mean, it has kind of a pleasant fruitiness to it, but really not really high on the bitterness scale.
What's our alcohol on this? Probably 5, right? Yeah, 5.8. So another. I think it could be a little colder outside for this one. But
yeah, just in general, I think it's nice for this time of year, for sure. I mean, it is a harvest ale, so.
And so now you're pretty familiar with the Goose Island harvest. So does this just feel like a spiced up version of that?
I don't know what their base beer was for this. We do kind of an American ESB, so kind of a nice beefy hoppy. It's like taking honkers and amplifying it, I guess you would say, going from a bitter to an extra special bitter, and kind of put an American twist on it with a lot of American hops. So this is a little bit different, just not having that same hop character, but nice kind of malty backbone, similar in style there.
Yeah, it's just that harvest ale almost seems like it encompasses so much, because it's supposed to be more of a hop harvest thing, right?
Well, so yeah, I mean, there's different types of harvest ales. There's some people that just make a beer for this time of year, and they call it the harvest ale. And there's some breweries out there that actually make beer with freshly harvested hops, because this is pretty much the time when these hops are ready to be picked. So you've got wet hopped harvest ales, and then you've got just kind of like the fall harvest ale type, just beers that you would like to drink in the fall.
The season of harvesting, right? Okay. Versus.
And I don't think this is any sort of wet hop
no,
type of beer.
But them being from Northwest, there, you would think they might be going more for the hop harvest.
Yeah,
idea.
And I think something, especially Bridgeport's fairly widely available. So getting their hands on all that
much hop.
Yeah, that might be a a stretch or something that would be pretty tough.
Grow that amount in their backyard.
I'll lend them some. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with all this stuff.
Bridgeport, you need some extra.
I've got about 3 pounds for you.
Well, cheers. I'm enjoying this beer.
Yeah, it's good beer.
Drinking. I picked up a 6-pack a while ago, and this is the end of it here. So, I'm liking it. It's good.
And you shared it with me.
I shared with you. It's a nice beer at the end of the day or at night, and
just a pleasant beer. It's nice. So, a couple of great beers today for your fall imbibing needs.
So yeah, keep drinking, and the stouts are coming up. So
yeah, pretty soon.
Enjoy those harvest beers.
And drink through to the spring seasonals.